Well, so what's up guys, welcome back with another video on the YouTube channel. So guys, today in this video we would be getting further with the episode 2 of our coding series. So in the previous episode you have seen how to create your own basic web page with basic things. So today I would be making you learn some more things about that, and in the further episodes we would be getting to know more things. So today we would be starting with all this. So basically in this video I'm going to explain all these type of things that I have marked on my screen. So I'll get started with the video. So in the previous video you have learned the basics of coding in HTML. Now we would move further. So as you can see that in the first episode I have told you that how to put an heading to in your web page. So in that way, that was my first heading. So now we would be getting forward with the second heading of our web page. So as you can see, I have created a second heading for the web page, that is mark sheet. So in this video I would be also showing you my website so that you get a better idea of things. Okay, like this. So we would be getting like this thing. Okay, so this all things we would be covering. So as you can see over here, so this is our heading, like this one heading, mark sheet, this one. So this is the mark sheet over here. Now as you can see here, so first of all I'm going to tell you that how you can create a basic table. So as you can see here, so first of all you always have to create an opening tab to table. That the rule always you all know. So first of all I will create an opening tab to table, then will given border like this. So border is equal to with these two colons, one and colon closed and that tag closed. So in this way you have to write. So this basically indicates the spacing. So this one basically indicates the spacing, and this is equal to sign, this colons, and this all is a type on how to command your HTML that it's been directed to that way. Okay, so you always have to do like this. So this basically indicates that there is one spacing of bordering. So according to that it has given one spacing of bordering. Now the tag which you have to use in your table is called tr, that means row. So basically it is table row. So what are table rows? As you can see, this is English, this is science, so and this is maths. So English, science, maths. So this is whole one row and these are columns. Okay, so as you can see here, th indicates column and td indicates table data. So how we can link all these things? So first of all, as you can see here is written th. So th means first row of the table. So that is English is the first row of table. As you can see over here, English is the first row of table. Then the second row of table is science. Over here you can see the second, sorry, I'm very sorry, this all columns, it's not rows, but it is coming in. So one row has 3 columns. So basically this is one whole row and it has 3 columns. So th basically indicates column. So it's in one whole row. So this is column 1. So column 1 is of English, column 2nd is of science, and column 3rd is of maths. Okay, so this we will close it with a table tag. Then you can see over here that you have to again just again open a table tag like this, tr between these two signs, as you have told you, between these two signs. Then td means table data. So table data would be respective to the table table columns. That means the first data would be of English, the second data would be of science, the third would be of maths. So these table data are in respect with the table columns, that is th is table column and td is table data. So as you can see, it's td means 10. So td English has 10 marks, science has 20 marks, and maths has 30 marks. And just have to close this table, and after that you have to just put an closing tab to table. Okay, so that was about how to create a table. And if you really want to make your table more diverse or more vast, so you can you have got the basic thing how to create it. So you can just increase the spacing between 2, 3, 4, make it 4, 5, 6, 7 as your wish. Then you can just create more columns and then more rows, but just remember that the first one would be respected to the first column. The first data would be in respect to the first column, and second would be in respect to the third column. So remember this thing. Okay, so now we would have a look at the registration form. So now you will learn that how you can create a registration form in your HTML. So here you have to pay a very attention, and here the things get a little complex over here, but it's very easy. Okay, so it's my heading 3, that is registration form. As you can see here, it's written registration form. So I'm not marking it in with a blue mark in the my video, because as you know, if I mark over here, that this hole will get disappeared, so I have to take it again. So I hope that you're understanding what I mean to say in this video. Okay, so I have to create a form. So first of all, I will create a third heading, like for registration form, and then closing of heading. Now as you can see here, for creating a form, you need to put an opening tab to form, like this one. Like, okay, this one, this is an opening tab to form, and this is a closing tab to form. Now what you can do over here, like as you can see, so let's have a look on the results first. So as you can see here, it's written name, then in the blank over here that we have to write your name, it's written enter your name. Here it is written enter your email ID, enter your phone number, enter your password. So basically I can easily enter anything over here, like this. Also over here I can enter anything, and also here I can enter. But for the password, if I enter anything, that would be in dots, just because I have entered. So that I would explain you further. So now let's get started with this thing. Okay, so as you can see here it is written name, so it indicates this thing, name. And when you have to put some columns, like things when I have to create a form. So for creating a form, as you can see here, you have to create an input. So input basically means that you are creating an data for it. So name, input, so the input type is text. Then you have understood, like it is written placeholder, and enter your name, like it is written here, and then it is a BR. So basically it means the name of the person. And then to create a registration form, the input means that what type of input value that you would be inserting in the place of name. Like you can insert any password. So password, as you can see here, if I type here password, so anything which I write here would come in dots. So basically it's a keyword to give to the website that which type of input type of data that I am entering, which type of data will be entered in the name, in the email ID, in the phone number, in the password. Okay, so for name, just type here input, then type, and just put a is equal to sign, just put these columns, and then write text, and just put these columns again. Okay, and then as you can see here in my this one name, as you can see here, it's written enter your name. So it basically, so how to write this thing, enter your name? So it's basically a placeholder, like indicating the person that what he has to write over here in the blank option. So I have to write placeholder, then is equal to sign, then these columns, and just write enter your name. So basically this thing which is written over here, enter your name, it's a placeholder. Placeholder is a thing that the place is dedicated to which thing or which value is to be entered in that place. Like for email ID, you can see here, for email ID it's written enter your email ID. For this thing, phone number, it's written enter your phone number, and for password it's written enter your password. Okay, so as you can see here in the password section, I have typed here input type. So input type basically commands the website that what is the data that can be entered in this empty space after password. So you have to write specific like password, so that it indicates the website, or it commands the website that a password is to be entered here and you have to keep it like private, so it's get into dots. So that is the default nature of it, that it gets into dot because it's a password. Okay, so and then placeholder, enter your password. And now the main things come, that what I have written over here, like this br, br and br. So for instance, if I just delete these br, let me show you. Okay, oh sorry, okay, so br basically means breaking of a line. For instance, let me show you. For instance, if I let me copy this so I can just easily explain you and fast. Okay, and then I just delete it. Okay, just delete it and just click on save, then go over here, just reload this page. So as you can see here, the email ID which was just written beneath just name, below this name, has come here. So br basically means that you are breaking a line and putting it in the below line. Okay, so if I write it over here again, okay, and just click on save and just go back. Okay, just click on reload. So br basically means that you are just breaking the line and the text has to come below the first text. Okay, so this basically means br. Now as you can see here, if I click on anything like male, female or other, so as you can see here, the second thing is select gender. So I have to click on any one option. So in the registration form, when you are in the situation that you have to give a multiple choice question to your customer or any viewer that comes to a website, and he or she can only choose one option over here, like male, female or other. So what you have to do is, whole process is same, just type here select gender. Obviously you have to type here you have to just indicate the person that what is to be put over here. Okay, so select gender, then click on input. Okay, so just have to save it. Now let's go over here. Okay, so here semicolons are here. So now basically when you have to give a multiple choice option, like he can only choose one, so the type file, so the type of the data type that you have to enter is radio. So radio basically commands the website that the person or the viewer to your website can only choose one particular option, not multiple options. So you have to so for example, I have written female, male and other. If there are a different type of thing, like if you for example, you are forming a question for your students and you are giving a 5 option question, so you can just add one more blank and just type the option over here. So I will just explain you how you can do it. So the whole process is same like this, as you can see here in the this previous thing. Just input, type, password and then placeholder, but there is no need to put placeholders over here. You just need to type the option name over here. No need for placeholders, because you're not filling in blank, you're just clicking on a blank, clicking on an option. So there's no need for placeholders. Now as you can see here, this is an input types, and input type is radio. Radio means you can select only one option. Then you have to give a name. Name means that what the person is selecting over here, that gender, question or anything else. For example, you are forming a question from your students and you have given 5 options over there. So in this place you will type, in place of this you will type question, and over here you will also type question, over here you will also type question. So the thing that for the topic which you are typing here, that needs to be typed over here. Like for example, over here you can type the question for your students, and here you can just type the you can just type a question over here, question, and over here also question. Okay, so radio means only one option, so this input type is equal to sign and all that stuff, that type you have. I hope that you understood how to put it. Then radio, it's the type data of type of data that it can select only one person can only select one type of data. Okay, then so the you have to type the answers over here, like male. I have to write the options over, I'm sorry, the options or answers, like male, female and other. Okay, then this was all about this. So as you can see here, I can click on any option given to me. Now as you can see here, once the person fills the form, now he has to submit the form. So once he will submit the form will be submitted. So how to put a submit form button now? So to put a submit form button, first of all just type here this tag BR, just to break up the line and just to indicates the website that this button should came below this option, the other one option. Okay, so this time this basically BR is just put here so that it doesn't came here, this option doesn't came here but it comes below it. Okay, now you are now what type of thing that you are entering in your registration form. So it's a type, so that's not the inputs basically means that what are the input basically. So they are basically input, button and several other things that are in the registration form, but all that tags, all that values cannot be covered. So basically it input means anytime like radio, password, text and like all that stuff. Button basically means the click on over it and it will be submitted. Okay, so it's a type of button, so that's why button. So it's will go button type. Okay, button type. Then it's a type of submit button. So what is a button type? What is a type of button? It's a submit type of button. And what is the name of the button? Okay, what is the name of the button? What values to be entered in the button? So basically, for instance, I do not type. So just for example, I just remove this value of button. So you will only, so over here submit form would not be written over here, only a button would be given, you have to click on it. So value basically means that what type of button it is, just to indicate the person, and just have to name the button. Okay, you have to just name the button. You can also name it as normal button or form and just put a closing tab to the button. And once your form is done, just put a closing tab to the form and your form closes. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope that you liked this video and got some information out of this. So don't forget to like this video, comment on the video if you have any doubt, and subscribe to the channel for getting some interesting tech updates like this. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Bye bye, take care.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.